Hey Knicks Nation, how you doing? This is Sincere from Sincere Knicks Fan 34. How you doing? Oh man, I am just kind of shocked right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the reality is Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon retires. You know what I'm saying? He retired. I definitely am shocked about that. I'm definitely shocked about that. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So before we get into it, if you have not already done it, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Let's get it. You know what it is, right? All right, back to the show. So the idea basically is this. Malcolm Brogdon just said he's retiring, he's done, he ain't doing the NBA basketball, at least as it stands at this moment, which means he's not going to be on the Knicks roster, right? I'm throwing this out there because I'm thinking to myself, you know, I still feel there's going to be a trade. I still think it's going to be a trade. I think that's going to be a realistic thing that still can occur. You know what I'm saying? Dadier is still someone that I'm sure the Knicks were already thinking of making a move. And Kolek, same situation. I'm throwing out this idea. You might think I'm crazy about it. But I'm thinking that they would still make a trade to still have the flexibility to open roster spots to see what might shake loose throughout the whole season. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the whole regular season, coming up to the trade deadline, and see who might shake loose and who they can poach, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Getting people off of waivers, or you know what I'm saying, getting whoever might still be a free agent. I've heard people talk about Oladipo as a possibility. I'll be 100% honest with you. I haven't seen what he looks like. I haven't seen him play, but I've heard some good things. But I'm gonna just throw something out there that people might not have thought about. Dink Pate. Dink Pate might actually have an opportunity. I throw this out there not because I'm expecting him to be a starter, not because I'm expecting him to be somebody in the second unit. No. The thing is, I want to make clear very, 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 very briefly. I understand and recognize he is not Malcolm Brogdon. He's not Malcolm Brogdon. All right, so I want to be very, very clear about that. The thing is, Dink Pate is 6'7", 6'8", can play point guard, shooting guard, or small forward, right? But he was slated to play point guard. 6'7", 6'8" point guard. And his shot, if anybody who was paying attention during Summer League, was looking pretty good. It was dropping pretty well, right? So, just as an observer, we already have his rights with the Westchester Knicks. He's someone who can always bring up, right? That's a possibility. Just seeing how things unfold. I'm just saying from the idea of being able to kind of get his feet wet, see how he plays with the team. That's a possibility. I'm not saying he's going to be in the playoffs, but they might give an opportunity for him to play throughout the regular season, especially if he really steps his game up in the G League. You know, and again, I'm talking from the idea of him being yet another guard if someone may get injured or, you know, got a tweak here, tweak there. Now you have a little more flexibility because I'm pretty sure Shaman's going to be a lock. I knew that in my own mind before he was even an option, right? Yet alone when they actually put him onto the team. So I'm looking at it from the standpoint that Oladipo might be an option because they still want a veteran option. Then Oladipo is a veteran option. They can also wait until around the trade deadline and see what might fall loose. They might see if there's other free agencies that are out there, further free agents that are out there that also might be able to provide extra ball handling, creativity off the dribble, shooting, scoring, or a combination of those things on top of hopefully defense, right? So I'm excited to see what they do there. I'm excited to see what they do now that Brogdon is out of the equation. Do they let Matthews have an opportunity? And if they do, once again, we have to start talking trade. I still believe it's going to be Dadier and Kolek. I still believe that they are more likely to be moved than be kept on, because I think that they're looking more for a veteran presence than looking at future talent. Kolek is a good player. I like Kolek. I was excited when we drafted Kolek. I was excited when we got Dadier. Do I think that we can find talent that's similar or even better? When we have people like from our scouting team who have been selecting people time after time after time, we have done an amazing job finding talent. So I don't question, can we find talent even if we just get second round talent, draft picks. Diawara was a second round pick. Deuce McBride was a second round pick, right? Mitchell Robinson was a second round pick. So we already have a track record of being able to find players that can really play above their selection. So in a win now kind of situation, which I've been talking to from the very beginning when we just started this whole channel, we have the opportunity to maximize by moving a Dadier, moving a Kolek, right? Now, if they don't, then all that means is that management is in a position where they're willing to move forward and they have some type of belief that they can help this team improve and get some wins for our team. And if they make the moves, hey, okay, they move them, then clearly they felt that the talent that they're moving out is not something that can help us now. That's all that means. That they felt that the talent moving out, Kolek and Dadier, is talent that can't help us now. Bringing in a talent, or maybe even two, I'm thinking one, or just straight up draft picks. Give us second round draft picks. We're going to make this thing happen. Bring that draft pick on, whether we use it for another deal, whatever the case may be. So use that draft pick. It's whatever. But if it opens up a spot so that we can find that next really great free agent, why not? You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. Again, shocked that Malcolm Brogdon is not on our team. But it does help. It does help the Knicks in a way as well, because one thing about Leon Rose, he always has backup moves. He has backup move to backup moves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure Malcolm Brogdon was not the only player that they actually had an eye on. So I'm sure that they have their eyes and ears out there seeing who still may be available, which is why I said don't be surprised if Dadier and Kolek still get moved, because they have scouting that's off the chain. So whether they see someone who's on an international level, on the international scene, or even just a talent that was playing just not on our team, we can still make that thing happen. So don't be surprised if we make a trade, because they got to make a decision when it comes to contracts by Saturday? I think that's the official word right there. So don't be surprised if movement happens real fast between now on Thursday and maybe even Friday evening. So we have to keep our ears open and see what goes on from there. Again, shocked, but I'm not down, because hey, whether he just retired because he just didn't feel like he was where he needed to be, or if there was a situation where the Knicks said, bro, I mean, you got good game, but it's not where we need you to be. Okay, it is what it is, and he retired. All right, either way, I'm cool with it, because whatever we do moving forward, it helps the Knicks. So I'd rather make these moves now, and this guy go his separate way, we go our separate ways, and keep it moving. We're focused on wins and championships, and that's what we're about around here, right? So I'm expecting good decisions happening with signings or trades. We will soon see. So with that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up on this one. I'm waiting to see what they finally do in terms of roster decisions and if there's a trade or not, and we'll talk more about that another time. You all have a good day. If you have not done so by now, please subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm about that. Okay, let's get it. All right. Talk to you later. Have a good one.